Welcome, dear viewer, to a realm where history whispers its secrets. We often perceive historical figures as distant, almost mythical beings. Their stories, etched in stone and passed down through generations, can seem larger than life itself. But have you ever stopped to consider the humans behind the legends? Today, we embark on a journey to uncover the hidden lives of these remarkable individuals. We'll delve into the untold stories, the private struggles, and the surprising aspects of their lives that history books often overlook. From the genius of Da Vinci to the cunning of Cleopatra, from the brilliance of Tesla to the stoicism of Marcus Aurelius and the bravery of Vasily Zaitsev, we'll unearth the human side of these icons. Join me as we peel back the layers of time, examining personal letters, hidden journals, and little-known anecdotes. Prepare to be surprised, to be challenged, and perhaps even to see yourself reflected in their extraordinary lives. Our journey into the secret lives of these historical figures begins now. The rolling hills of Tuscany bathed in the golden light of a Renaissance dawn. It is here, amidst the vineyards and olive groves, that we find the young Leonardo. Born in 1452 in the small town of Vinci, his insatiable curiosity was evident from a tender age. Imagine him as a boy, his eyes bright with wonder, exploring the fields and streams. He scrutinized insects in flight, sketched the intricate patterns of leaves, and pondered the flow of water. This early fascination with the natural world would later form the bedrock of his artistic genius. At 14, Leonardo entered the workshop of Andrea del Verrocchio, one of Florence's most renowned artists. Here, amidst the scent of paint and the rhythmic clang of hammers, Leonardo honed his skills. His notebooks, filled with sketches of fantastical machines and anatomical studies, reveal a mind constantly pushing the boundaries of convention. By his early 20s, Leonardo da Vinci had already established himself as a talented artist in Florence. It was during this period that he received a commission that would change the course of art history, the Adoration of the Magi. However, despite his meticulous planning and passionate execution, the Adoration of the Magi was never completed. Leonardo, always seeking new challenges, left the painting unfinished when he moved to Milan to serve the Duke Ludovico Sforza. Yet even in its incomplete state, the Adoration of the Magi stands as a testament to Leonardo's groundbreaking vision, forever altering the course of Renaissance art. Did you know that Leonardo was hired as a spy? While working for the Duke of Milan, he used his talents in disguise and espionage to gather vital information about enemy territories. He would sketch out plans, not just of inventions, but of battle strategies. The Mona Lisa is celebrated for her mysterious smile, but have you ever wondered about the model? Some believe it is Lisa Gherardini, a woman from Florence, while others suggest it might be a self-portrait. Da Vinci's secretive methods in creating her enigmatic expression leave many questions unanswered. The sun beats down on the bustling city of Alexandria, the intellectual and cultural heart of a fading empire. It is here, in 69 BC, that Cleopatra VII Philopator is born into a world of power, intrigue, and shifting alliances. Unlike many royal children, Cleopatra's childhood was far from sheltered. The halls of the palace echoed with political machinations and whispers of rebellion. She witnessed firsthand the fragility of power, a lesson that would shape her destiny. But Cleopatra was no ordinary princess. Fluent in 9 languages, including Egyptian, a rarity for rulers of that time, she devoured scrolls in the legendary Library of Alexandria, immersing herself in philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy. Her thirst for knowledge knew no bounds. This intellectual curiosity, combined with a keen political acumen inherited from her ancestors, would prove to be her greatest assets. For Cleopatra was destined to rule Egypt, not as a figurehead, but as a shrewd and calculating monarch in her own right. Cleopatra's rise to power was fraught with danger and uncertainty. At the tender age of 18, she ascended the throne, co-ruling Egypt with her younger brother, Ptolemy the Triad. But their alliance was short-lived. Power struggles and courtly intrigue soon led to open conflict. Facing threats from within her own kingdom, Cleopatra knew she needed a powerful ally. Enter Julius Caesar, the ambitious Roman general who had arrived in Egypt pursuing his rival, Pompey the Great. Legend has it that Cleopatra, recognizing an opportunity, had herself smuggled into Caesar's presence rolled up in a carpet. Whether true or embellished over time, the story highlights Cleopatra's audacity and her willingness to defy convention to achieve her goals. Caesar, captivated by her intellect and charm, threw his support behind her, helping her reclaim her throne and secure Egypt's precarious independence. This alliance, however, was more than a strategic partnership. It blossomed into a passionate love affair. Cleopatra bore Caesar a son, Caesarion, a living testament to their bond. However, their happiness was short-lived. Caesar's assassination in Rome threw Cleopatra's future into doubt once more. With Caesar gone, Cleopatra needed to secure her position and protect her son's birthright. She found a new ally in Mark Antony, one of Caesar's most trusted generals. Their alliance, like the one with Caesar before him, was born out of political necessity, but quickly developed into a passionate love affair. Together, Cleopatra and Antony ruled Egypt and its vast territories with a shared vision. They presented themselves as the reincarnation of Isis and Osiris, Egyptian gods of love and resurrection, further solidifying their power and influence. Their court in Alexandria became a beacon of culture and opulence, a stark contrast to the political turmoil brewing in Rome. However, their happiness was once again threatened by forces beyond their control. Mark Antony's rival, Octavian, used Antony's relationship with Cleopatra and his perceived abandonment of Roman values to turn the Roman people against him. The stage was set for a final, decisive conflict. The Battle of Actium in 31 BC proved to be a turning point. Outmaneuvered and outnumbered, Antony and Cleopatra's forces were defeated. Facing certain capture and humiliation at the hands of Octavian, they chose instead to take their own lives. Cleopatra's death, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, marked the end of an era. Egypt, once a powerful and independent kingdom, became a province of Rome, its pharaohs relegated to the annals of history. And so, we journey to the late 19th century, a time of burgeoning technological advancement. In a small village in the Austro-Hungarian Empire, a mind was already alight with the spark of innovation. This was the world into which Nikola Tesla was born in 1856. Even as a young boy, Tesla possessed an insatiable curiosity, a thirst for knowledge that set him apart. His early fascination with electricity, a force then still shrouded in an aura of magic and mystery, would prove to be a defining characteristic of his life's work. It was here, within the hallowed halls of academia, that Tesla began to truly blossom, his mind becoming a crucible in which groundbreaking ideas would be forged. He would meticulously construct and deconstruct complex designs within the confines of his mind, a process he likened to a torrent of ideas, each vying for his attention. His inventions, many of which seemed fantastical at the time, would go on to revolutionize the world. But Tesla's genius extended far beyond mere invention. Yet, like many visionaries throughout history, Tesla's path was not without its obstacles. He faced skepticism, even ridicule from some of his contemporaries who struggled to grasp the full potential of his revolutionary concepts. He remained a steadfast champion of progress, a tireless advocate for the transformative potential of science and technology. Nikola Tesla, the eccentric genius, the visionary who illuminated the world, stands as a beacon of inspiration for generations of dreamers and innovators. The year is 161 AD. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, stands at the precipice of a vast empire. He is a ruler, a warrior, but also a philosopher. His world, much like our own, is one of constant change, of relentless challenges. Within the pages of his personal journal, now known as Meditations, Aurelius grapples with the weight of responsibility, the fragility of life, and the pursuit of inner peace. He questions, he reflects, he seeks wisdom, not just as an emperor, but as a man. In a world of fleeting pleasures and enduring hardships, Aurelius found solace in Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes virtue, reason, and acceptance of what we cannot control. His words, penned centuries ago, resonate with a timeless wisdom, offering guidance for navigating the complexities of human existence. For Aurelius, the battlefield was not just a physical space, but also a mental and emotional one. The tenets of Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and acceptance of fate, may seem rigid to some, yet for Aurelius they provided a framework for resilience, a way to face the inevitable storms of life with courage and equanimity. Imagine the emperor, amidst the turmoil of governing a vast empire, finding moments of quiet contemplation, turning inwards to examine his own thoughts and emotions. His writings reveal a constant struggle for self-improvement, a relentless pursuit of virtue in a world often driven by vice. But Aurelius wasn't alone in his philosophical explorations. Across the globe, in the bustling cities and tranquil gardens of ancient India, another philosophy blossomed, Buddhism. Founded by Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, this tradition offered a different yet equally profound path to inner peace. While Stoicism emphasized acceptance of fate, Buddhism encouraged detachment from desire, recognizing that true happiness arises not from external possessions, but from cultivating inner peace and compassion. These two seemingly disparate philosophies, separated by continents and cultures, shared a common thread: the search for meaning and purpose amidst the impermanence of life. The teachings of Stoicism and Buddhism, though ancient, hold a surprising relevance to our modern lives. In a world consumed by relentless change and uncertainty, their emphasis on mindfulness, resilience, and compassion offers a timeless compass for navigating the complexities of the human experience. Aurelius reminds us that the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. His words encourage us to cultivate inner strength, to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, and to accept with grace what lies beyond our grasp. Buddhism, with its emphasis on mindfulness and compassion, provides tools for managing the inevitable suffering that is part of the human condition. It teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, to cultivate kindness and understanding, both for ourselves and others. These ancient philosophies, though born in different corners of the world, offer a shared wisdom that true peace and fulfillment are found not in external circumstances, but in the depths of our own hearts and minds. History often remembers the generals, the emperors, the names etched in stone. But what about the countless others whose stories remain untold, their bravery lost to the mists of time? These unsung heroes, the ordinary individuals who rose to extraordinary heights of courage and compassion, deserve to be remembered. Theirs are the stories whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations, testaments to the indomitable spirit that resides within us all. In the annals of every conflict, every struggle, you will find their names if you know where to look. Consider the tale of Vasily Zaitsev, a simple shepherd from the Ural Mountains. He answered his nation's call during its darkest hour. Thrust into the crucible of World War II, he found himself on the front lines of the Battle of Stalingrad, a brutal conflict that would forever scar the Russian landscape. Zaitsev, like countless others, could have simply sought to survive the horrors of war. Instead, he became a symbol of hope, a beacon of defiance against an implacable enemy. Armed with his trusty Mosin Nagant rifle, he became a legend, his name whispered in awe by his comrades and in fear by his enemies. Stalingrad, a city reduced to rubble, became a hunting ground for snipers. Amidst the ruins, Zaitsev's skills with a rifle became legendary. He understood the art of patience, the need to blend into the shattered landscape. Every bullet from his rifle carried the hopes of a nation fighting for its very survival. His targets weren't just enemy soldiers, but also the officers who commanded them. With each precise shot, he chipped away at the enemy's morale, instilling fear in the hearts of those who believed themselves invincible. But Zaitsev was more than just a skilled marksman. He understood the psychological impact of his actions. He knew that every enemy sniper he eliminated not only saved lives on his side, but also struck fear into the hearts of the enemy. His story, however, is just one amongst millions. For every Vasily Zaitsev, there are countless others whose bravery went unnoticed, their sacrifices unrecorded. They were the nurses who tended to the wounded under relentless bombardment, the civilians who risked their lives to shelter refugees, the resistance fighters who fought tirelessly against overwhelming odds. Their names may not be etched in marble, but their actions resonate through history. These unsung heroes remind us that greatness doesn't require recognition, only courage in the face of adversity. It is our duty to remember them, to ensure that their stories are not lost to the passage of time. For in remembering their sacrifices, we honor the very best of humanity. Theirs are not tales of glory or conquest, but of resilience, of compassion, of the unwavering human spirit that shines brightest in the darkest of times. Let us remember them, not just as heroes, but as individuals who, when faced with unimaginable circumstances, chose courage over fear, selflessness over self-preservation. Their stories, often overlooked, serve as a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, the human spirit can endure, overcome, and inspire. Let us strive to live lives worthy of their sacrifice, to build a world where such courage is no longer required, but always remembered. As we draw this journey to a close, it's clear that history is filled with vibrant stories, often overshadowed by singular narratives. The lives of Leonardo da Vinci, Cleopatra, Nikola Tesla, Marcus Aurelius, Vasily Zaitsev, and countless others remind us that greatness often comes hand in hand with complexity, struggle, and resilience. Their secret lives, unveiled through personal letters, hidden journals, and acts of courage whispered through time, reveal the very human faces behind the legends. They were artists and emperors, inventors and soldiers, each grappling with the same fundamental questions that we still face today. What does it mean to be human? How do we find meaning and purpose in a world of constant change? As you reflect on their stories, remember that their struggles and triumphs are reflections of our own human experience. Each of us has a story to tell, a unique perspective to share, a legacy to leave behind. Perhaps like those we've explored today, your story might inspire others, offering guidance, sparking curiosity, or simply reminding us of the enduring strength of the human spirit. Thank you for joining us in uncovering these fascinating lives that history forgot to mention. If you enjoyed this video, Please like, subscribe, and share your favorite historical secrets in the comments below. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our past.